Oh, you're too kind.
Okay. Here I go.
You're perfectly fine.
It is my pleasure to speak of someone, namely Hashim Coates, whose friendship added precious memories to my life, added patience, better understanding of others, greater understanding of the younger generation. I was privileged to hold him on my lap, watch him take those false steps up, plop down, and get up and go again as a toddler. My father would say, when we had a new friend, "Who's your folks?" And we carried that as a kind of a laughing joke in the congregation a lot of years. Who's your folks? I knew his folks, who built mutual respect, solid ground, loved others as they wanted to be loved, and said, learn all you can, while you can, and keep it going. At home, at school, and at play. He had a good attitude, a leadership ability. We traveled many states, and I am reminded of a camping group of seniors. Early in the morning, a family of deer would cross the field. But the one leader was to go ahead and survey the territory. Hashim surveyed the territory of many young people when we traveled from state to state. This leader would see that the path was clear for the family of deer, and then they could go forward. He was always a help when help was needed. Many young people had never traveled before. They didn't know how to choose a meal. They didn't know how to stay within their budget because you had an allowance if you were away from home. And he was such a great leader in helping them understand. Help in others was a gift. Politics was a major concern. Knowledge helped discernment, and courtesy, when mixed together, made a good topping for the cake. So put together, he showed those abilities and that leadership. I'd like to leave with you a message by George Washington Carver. How far you go in life depends on being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak. Strong because someday in your life you will have been one of these. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I definitely appreciate that.
No, I hope it came out okay.
No, it came out fine.
But so, you know, I often say at people go to funerals and they make up this and make up that to get the person into heaven. If you haven't lived a heavenly life, you ain't going no how. But you don't have to make up anything if you really know the person. So I felt like I know Hashim, because you was a leader, and you just seemed like you had an overall look to see what was going on with the youth, and you patiently guided them. You always had respect for Sister Sims, Sister Foreman, Sister Mason, Sister Della. Sister Della was pretty.
She was pretty strict sometimes.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to understand Sister Della sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but you always respected her.
Well, thank you. That's how I was raised.
Okay, so that was the end of my speech.
That was the end of your speech. I appreciate it. Do you want to tell people like who you are and how old you are or how we know each other?
Okay, all right. Through the church and the community.
Yes.
Okay, I'm 97.
All right. Yeah, I would say it was the best Bible teaching church in Colorado.
It was.
Yeah.
It was, and things have changed, so.
Yeah.
But I told them I'm going to hang in there until the roof falls in.
That is your dedication. That is your
I'm going
dedication.
to stay in there.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Sister Mason, thank you very much.
Okay.